Hi, welcome to Practical Piano Technique. My name's Craig. Today we're going to talk about the problem of the fourth finger. And before we get started, make sure you give us some thumbs and subscribe so you don't miss any new content. Alright, so we've all experienced this in playing the piano where we feel like our fourth finger is really weak, and we've probably read in books, I know I have, where you read how the fourth finger is really weak and you need to do certain exercises, oftentimes overholding exercises where you isolate the fourth finger, and all of this is to strengthen the fourth finger. But the problem is that this starts from a wrong perspective of not understanding the anatomy of the fourth finger and how the hand works. So to illustrate this, let's start by just experiencing the difference between the fingers and the thumb and how anatomically they are different. So the first thing is the fingers move up and down. They don't move side to side very easily. That's an awkward movement. They move up and down really well. But it's the complete opposite with the thumb. The thumb does not move up and down very well. It's quite an awkward movement. But side to side, that's its fast, natural movement. So that's the first difference. The second difference is the fingers are attached on the end of the hand. The thumb is attached to the side of the hand, and so it has to move different. So now that we can kind of appreciate how anatomically each part of the hand is different, let's take a look at specifically the fourth finger. Okay? So the first difference with the fourth finger is that when we play the piano, if we try to use 4 and 5 as well, but specifically 4, in the same way as 1 and 2, or 2 and 3 that is, we will not be able to use them effectively. Because 1 and 2 have the ability to be really independent and move around on their own, whereas 4 and 5 do not. You can try to hold your other fingers down and lift the fourth finger by itself, and you'll notice that it's very difficult to do that. But if you let 4 and 5 move together, then they both move really easily. And there's a couple reasons for this. The tendons that control fingers 5 and 4 are connected. They're bound together, and so they run together, bound together, and then they split apart. But what this does is it makes it very difficult for 4 and 5 to move independently from each other. They move best when they move together. The second reason that it's very difficult to move the fourth finger independently of the other fingers is that there is a piece of tissue that runs over the top of the tendons of the fourth finger. So what this does is it makes it very difficult, again, to move the fourth finger independently. However, if you try to move it with the other fingers, it moves very easily. Now let's apply this to actual piano playing. So let's take an F major scale where we have to play a white key and then the fourth finger on a black key and then onto a white key again. Okay, so what this requires the fourth finger to do is lift much higher. And oftentimes what we're told when we're younger is that we need to keep all of our fingers very close to the keys. And so we try to play like this and lift the fourth finger like so, and then keep the fifth finger really close to the key and then play. But the ensuing result is that we have an incredible amount of tension in our hand, and if you actually try this at home, what you'll notice is that it's very difficult to do. But if we understand these anatomical facts about the hand, the way we'll play is we'll play like so, and we'll let the fifth finger lift with the fourth finger, which makes it lift onto the black key, B flat in this case, really easily and naturally. Or take another scale, for example, a B flat major scale. The fourth finger lifts with the fifth finger, and it's a quite natural movement. Alright, so hopefully you can see how understanding these anatomical facts about your body, specifically your hand, are absolutely essential to learning how to play the piano well. Because if you don't, you're going to be fighting against your body and how it naturally wants to work. But on the other hand, understanding these things makes it so that you can use your body efficiently in a way that it naturally wants to be used. And this will make your playing much more successful in the long run. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope that information was helpful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll see you next time.